Hello, welcome to House Talk. I'm Cheryl Schertz with RE/MAX Suburban. In our House Talk series, we offer advice and information for you as a homeowner and a future home buyer to help you with your home buying decisions. Today, we're in lovely Glen Ellen at the Prairie Path Gazebo Park. And from time to time, I'm inviting local experts that I rely on for advice. And today I've got Rob Kelly with Country Insurance to talk to us about homeowners insurance. Thanks for coming, Rob.
Thanks for having me, Cheryl. Appreciate it.
Good. Rob, from time to time, my clients are constantly asking questions about home insurance. I've got some jotted down here. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Go. Sure.
Okay, great. The main thing that most buyers want to know is how much insurance should they have for the home that they're buying? Should they insure it for the purchase price?
Well, no. If you're insuring it for the purchase price, then you'd be insuring the land as well, and there's no reason to do that. Nothing will happen to the land.
Okay.
The rule of thumb is 70% is the dwelling value, 30% land. Now, of course, that'll be different depending on the size of the lots, but that's the rule of thumb that we use.
Okay. When a home buyer is looking at a home, are there certain things that they should look for to decrease their premium?
Sure. I would look for security systems, and they typically go directly to the fire or directly to the police department. And occasionally you also have some residential homes that have sprinkler systems, and that will help as well.
Okay. Oftentimes I hear people say, well, there's a fire hydrant within a block of the house. Is that a fact?
I wouldn't base your purchase on the fire hydrant being on that will have very little bearing.
Okay. Is there a way that a home buyer can find out what previous claims have been on a house?
They can. I would just check with whatever agent they're using, have him run what's called a clue report, him or her run a clue report, and that comes up and it tells what's the activity on that particular property in at least the last 5 years on water claims or any type of claim.
Okay. If there have been previous claims, is that going to affect the premium they will pay?
It won't affect your buyer coming in now, as long as they didn't have claims at their previous property. Everything is based on activity. So if they didn't have any activity on their account, they'll be fine.
Okay. In today's economic climate, with everybody having terrific challenges, is a credit score something that's going to affect their premium?
A credit score is huge. Even if you're claim free and you have poor credit, your premiums are going to be higher. The actuaries have done the number crunching, and they have found that people with better credit have fewer claims.
Okay.
So that's what the companies go off of.
Okay. Rob, for our viewers that are already homeowners, how often should they review their homeowners insurance?
I recommend they do it annually,
okay.
Even if they haven't done any upgrades to the home recently, just because when they first took the policy out, possibly they didn't take some coverage, and that they've seen through a recent storm or something that their neighbors have had water issues, and they might want that now. So definitely, annually is a good way for them to stay on top of it.
Okay. How about with the job changes, if they're now working out of their house instead of their office? Does that affect it?
Well, it can. There's different variables that the companies use depending upon how much income they are generating from their site by working at home as a home-based office. Liability-wise, I wouldn't be too concerned about that unless you've got clients continually coming in and out of your home.
Okay. Rob, I know we've not covered all the questions at all, but is there one thing that, in closing, you would like to impress upon our viewers?
Well, I tell all my people to do this. I know they don't all do it. But take a digital camera or a video camera, go room to room, and document your stuff. If you had a catastrophic event where you had a total loss, by you handing over that CD-ROM to that claims adjuster is huge. And it eliminates the gray area, and you'll be a much happier homeowner if you do that for yourself.
Rob, that's a really great idea. I hope we can count on you to come back and join us again for a future House Talk, and we can pursue this a little more.
Absolutely.
Okay, great.
Thanks for having me.
Okay. Thank you very much for listening to House Talk. This is Cheryl Schertz at RE/MAX Suburban. Be sure to follow me on either Facebook or LinkedIn and post one of your questions that we can talk about next. Have a wonderful summer. Thank you.